Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So they bought it in the Quad Plus right here, right?
Right.
So they bought this one, these three, and then yeah, or actually
Okay.
no, it was these right here, right?
You oh, 45, 40, 44, 40. These two 44, 40, and 45 is the same person.
Is the same person.
Okay.
So what they're doing is because of the way that it's stacked, they're able to build out all of these positions at one time.
Okay.
So then what they're doing now is they're buying back in.
Okay.
And so look at this. To go to 682, all you need is one spot here,
Yep.
one spot here,
Yep.
right? And then so the way that I'm teaching them to build now is focus on the bottoms to go to 682-3 faster.
Right.
Right. So
Right.
it just depends on who the person is, but if they have money and they can buy more units and things like that,
Right.
obviously we want them to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so
Yeah.
that the cells go all the way up, and then they get to 682-3 with 8 6As.
When you are saying build the green boxes, are you referring for them to come back down to buy themselves or find people to fill that
So
spot?
either way, they can put people there or they can buy them themselves. I like to own all of my stuff, so
Okay.
I will buy them myself personally. But these can be other people, but
Oh, but if all are your own sales, then where's the money? Then you are buying and getting.
yeah,
Yeah.
because these are just ownership spots, but we don't build these. We put
Okay.
people underneath these.
Right. Oh,
They
okay.
build it.
Yeah. So
But
you are
we
talking
still
of
own the position.
right. I got
Yeah.
it. Got it.
Yeah. So like they own all these,
Mhm.
but they're putting they didn't bring in 44 cells. Like they're putting cells underneath here.
Right.
Yeah. And so it's kind of like halfway done, right? Like,
Yeah.
because they've already built that. So now think about this. If they go back and let's just say they put this spot right here, now they're 682 when
Right. Right.
and then yeah, but really they would build underneath this one right here. So like the meeting we just had, I
Yep.
told them, okay, buy 2 spots right here and build underneath the number 1 so that
Right.
these go to 6A at the same time, and then the points still go all the way up.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
right.
So that's kind of on the Quad Plus side, but again, that's not for everybody.
Yep.
I think the Quad for building for duplication, I think the Quad can work better because you get more points.
Yep.
Right. Because basically the person is only getting 3 points. Here they're getting 5.
Yep. Correct.
Right. So you do get more overrides, but I mean, it just depends on the person, right? And like how fast they want to build.
Right. Because based on our previous experience doing it, the old method, when we not even quad plus or quad, even if we go on trifecta, very quickly we find that we don't override the guys below already because they are also trifectoring. And can you imagine they all starts at 2A, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 4 levels deep, and you are done. You don't get any more overrides on whatever. And some of these guys can be real hard hitters.
Yeah, and that's the thing. But I guess for us, we're looking at kind of like long term, right? So we're like, and we know how to bring a lot of people in.
Right.
So
that's where you solve the missing link. The platform allows you to get new people in.
Yes.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter if 1 or 2 sales below is out of your 8 points, you are still churning in new quad plus, trifectas, or quad, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So for us, it makes sense because, if you have one good person that comes in,
right,
they could still help you get to 6A pretty quick, right? So
right. Okay, I'm pretty clear about this. As I say again, so let me know how we can, work together. I didn't know after I only saw your posting that you have a fascination with Asia.
Yeah, no, I just like I like the way that the Asian culture is doing this.
Okay.
Like the people over here, they're just Yeah, and maybe because I lived in another country and I just experienced like
Right.
different versions. But
Right.
yeah, but that's why Jen and them went to Japan, because they're
Right.
like, you know what, we want to see what's going on and things like that.
Right.
But yeah, I think that so it really depends on kind of what you want to do, right? So like, do you want your people to start utilizing more ads, or do you want them to just start utilizing the internet? Because these are two different things, right? Like there's the ads part and then there's the internet. Most of our team don't use ads.
Yeah. So put the ads apart, the internet.
Okay, just the internet.
Yeah,
Okay.
the internet. Yeah. I think ads is you see a lot of times my people are kind of like, yeah, we saw a lot of other platforms, Liberated Movements,
Yeah.
Dream Team. Okay, so let's just say we were to summarize, how would your system, Fearless Entrepreneur, be very different from Dream Team, Liberated Movement, and all the other, all the other funnels that are around right now?
So I think the primary difference from everybody else's system from what we do is we don't spend money on ads. That's the primary difference. So these guys, that is their strategy. Their strategy is to set up an Instagram account, set up a funnel, spend money on ads, and get people there.
Right.
Right. And to me, what I've always found is that that's not very duplicatable, because if the ad accounts get shut down, if the person violates the terms of service, if they don't have the right ad, copy on their ads, if their page isn't optimized, if they're not going to be successful with that.
Right.
So what our system does is basically it removes all of that. Right. And then it creates a duplication system online. Right. So like the platform is really used for, so let me just go in here. So the platform is really used as a way to duplicate sales, right? Okay. So what I've come to realize is that if every single person knows what to do when they sign up and it's simple for them to do, it becomes duplicatable, and then they can just use the internet to reach people faster.
Right.
So I've taken like the old school ways of like doing like events offline and networking with people and meeting. Right. I just put that online.
Okay.
Now, so what happens is when somebody signs up, and by the way, we just rolled this out a month ago. Prior to this, we had no training like this. Like we just had a Facebook group. Okay. And then we just teach people what to do, what to teach their team to duplicate.
Right.
Okay. And so basically, the way that we use the internet now is we essentially, what we do is we have a very uniform way of doing things. So I know when a new person signs up, I know exactly like what they're going to be doing, how they're going to be doing it, and so on and so forth. So we have this private group for just people who are like in the like on our team. Well,
means they've already come into Enagic.
They've already bought into Enagic, exactly.
Okay. So you have two Facebook groups, right? One is one, and one is the one where you put all the prospects and all that, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So if you were to think about our system really comprises of 3 different things.
Okay.
That we do over and over and over again. This is how we make sales every single day on the internet.
Okay.
So let's say if I sign you up, right?
Right.
You're going to have a list of things that we're going to do first. Okay. So let me see where I can start. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to tap into that person's existing network. Okay. So if you join me, I would say, all right, Gary. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do something called a launch.
A launch. Yes.
And basically what you're going to do is you're going to get 10 to 15 people on a private Zoom.
Okay.
and I'm going to launch a Nagic to them.
This is offline, not.
No, this is online.
I mean online, but my database is an offline database, right?
Yeah, if it's offline, then you're gonna get them to come online to a Zoom
Okay.
call.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No ads, right? Not like I'm
No
gonna get
ads,
some
no.
strangers coming.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what we know is that every single person on the planet, because
Right.
of social media, knows at least 500 people,
Yeah, exactly.
like minimum, right? That's
Right, right.
most people are like 2,000, 1,000.
Right.
So we know that when somebody joins,
Yep.
right, they know at least 10 people or
Okay.
20 people that they could invite to a private Zoom.
Right.
So what happens is if you imagine having 100 people,
Okay.
and every week a percentage of them is inviting 10 people to a private Zoom.
Oh, it's 1,000.
It's exactly. So like I can show you an example. This is one of the 6 days right here, Tara, right?
Right.
So this is how she got the 6A in 6 months, right?
Okay.
So basically you can see here, she is relaunching all of her girls again, right? So she
Right.
came in and did launches, right? So they'll all do an interview where they'll basically, hey, my name is, Joe. I just signed up, blah, 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 blah. And Tara will interview them, but then she will also do, actually, let me go to Destiny, because Destiny just went 6A too.
Okay.
Or sorry, she's went 6A also, but she's underneath Tara. So
Okay.
you can see here that they all do the same thing where they basically are launching, they're basically launching all of their distributors, right?
Right.
And then they're doing these interviews. So when these people first start, they go do an interview,
Okay.
and then they basically invite them to a launch webinar where Destiny will get on there with like 15 people,
Mm-hmm.
and then essentially launch that person. So you can see here, launch week.
Okay.
Right? We are relaunching new members' businesses, and I'm so excited to help people. So that's how we're actually duplicating very, very quick.
Wow. Okay. So
because everybody's trained to do this.
The new person join, get into a Zoom call with you and invite 10 to 15 people to come on board.
Exactly.
And that Zoom call, you open up to everybody, right? Like all
No. We just open that up to their people.
Who is there? Their people.
Okay. So let's say if I signed you up in a Nagic, right?
Yep.
Then I'm gonna basically show you what to say to people, and we're gonna set up a Zoom link, and we're gonna get 15 people to come into our launch group.
Right.
Okay. And then what I'm gonna do as the person that signed you up is I'm going to show them a Nagic.
Okay.
And then out of those 10 to 15 people, we typically have 2 to 3 people that join the business.
Right.
So, and then, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, how often do you do this launch?
So my entire team is doing this every single week.
As in every day?
Every day.
Okay.
So like somebody on my team is doing the launch, right?
Oh, so it's not like a team launch, it's individual launch.
Exactly, right?
Okay.
So like here's an example. I put these people in the launch group, right?
Okay.
And then they will then go out and basically talk to their network, right, and get them into a private Facebook group, and then we'll do a Zoom on a set date.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll say, okay, all right, Gary, on Wednesday, we're going to do a launch to your network, to 15 to 20 people in your network.
Okay.
You're not going to tell them it's a Nagic. You're not going to tell them it's a product, it's a service. I call it, you're going to sell the speaker, not the product.
Right.
So you sell the speaker, and then they're going to come on and they're going to listen. And then after we do our presentation, a percentage of them are going to say, I'm in.
Okay.
And that's basically how we build. And then I would teach you how to teach your people how to do this.
Right.
So then let's say you signed up 3 people.
Okay.
Right. Then that first person's name is, let's say, Justin.
Okay.
You would go to Justin and you would basically tell Justin, hey, we're going to do a launch. Yep. You're going to get 15 people onto this launch webinar. Yeah, launch call, and Brandon's going to do it.
Okay. So I'm not doing it. You are going to do it.
You're brand new. All you're doing is organizing it.
Right. Okay.
After you see this about 4 times,
I'll be doing it.
Now you're 4A. Now you're going to know how to do this.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's basically that's how we're duplicating so quickly, right? Because we're not making people sell anything. We're not making people explain anything. Basically, they're coming in, they're basically getting these people to set up these launch groups. And then from there, all they do is just the interview.
Right.
Hey, so like me and you, we would do an interview. You would talk about how you just joined the business.
Right.
Why you did it, your story. And then in that video, you're going to give a call to action to learn how to basically do what we're doing.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So that's phase number 1.
Phase 1. Yes.
So if people do that properly, they can get to 6A just doing that, because they can literally just keep duplicating that over and over and over and over and over to the point to where the upline, they're making money off of the leads as well too, because the person's, if they're 2A, 3A, 4A, whatever, there's still points coming up to the upline. So the upline's like, okay, I'll do it until you get the 4A.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And then at 4A, we basically pass it off to them, and then they start doing it, right? So if I was to click on, like, all these ladies are on my team right here, right? If I was to click on Sarah Cox, you would see her doing the same exact thing, right? An interview. Right. And that's how they get people, right? As soon as they come in, they do these interviews. And then from there, what they do is they basically launch their people.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, that's basically kind of how we do it. Now, if you compare that to, let's say, an online system where you have to log in, you have to learn, you have to set up all this stuff.
7 weeks. Crazy.
7 weeks. These people are coming in 7 weeks being 4A.
Yeah, there's a big difference. Yeah.
We're going straight into action, right? And so, so that's basically how all these women, like, they're literally all doing this. Even this girl right here, she just signed up, right?
Okay.
You'll see on her page, okay? She's somewhere there's gonna be something on here about doing a launch, right?
Okay.
Because let me see here. Yeah, so right here, okay? So you can see this is her call to action for her launch webinar.
Okay.
Now, again, it doesn't say anything about a Najik, Kangen water, nothing like that. We don't want anybody knowing about that's what it is, because we don't want them to pass a judgment. But when we get on the webinar, they're going to know this is what it is.
Okay.
Okay. And that's how they duplicate so quickly, right? They just do this. I just train them on all how to do this, and anybody can do this, right? So like, she started out about 6 months ago. She's 6A. She started out same time. She's 6A now, and then she's like 5A, and then she just started, right? So that's how they're duplicating so quickly. Now, what the system does is it like automates this, right? So like, I don't need to explain to all these people how to do this.
Okay.
They're going to log into the back office, and then that's going to show them everything to do. So that's phase number 1.
Okay.
So after they run out of their network, which technically, if they keep duplicating,
they won't run out.
They will never run out.
Yeah.
Like Jessica, Jen, myself, we never run out of leads, because we're always launching people, right? But let's say they do run out, or they want to do some more personal directs or whatever. Then my core strategy that a lot of the guys who've been in the Najik for a while have taken is something called a 5K network.
Okay.
That's phase 2.
Okay.
So after you do your launches, the next thing we have every single person focus on, and you'll see it back here, okay, is building out what I call your 5K network. Okay. Now, your 5K network, basically what that is essentially where you're going to optimize your profile, and you're going to pick a niche audience of people that you are going to build a network around. So the theory here is that Facebook allows you to have 5,000 friends.
Right.
So what we teach everybody to do is to build a network of 5,000 friends. But these are people that are already like interested in making money from home, interested in network marketing, interested in high ticket sales, want to travel. We have them choose people. We have them go and build an audience on their personal page. Okay. So for instance, there's kind of 2 different ways you can approach this. So let's say if you are brand new and let's say, you only have 500 friends, right?
Okay.
My first goal with you that I'm going to work with you is to get you to 5,000 friends in the next 30 to 60 days.
Okay.
Okay. So how are we going to do that? So what we do here, one is again, we're going to automate this whole thing, right? So if you go back to our inner circle, you will see that every week we do these onboarding trainings. Okay. So all the new people, they come here on Friday and they learn how to do this. Okay.
Right.
And basically what we do, actually, hold on. Basically what we do is we teach them how to build their 5,000 friends.
Okay.
Okay. Now, essentially what this means is we're going to basically go onto the internet. So let's say I might go to like Ray Higdon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what I do is I have people go to their pages, and let's say a post like, I don't know, let's just say one of these videos are here. Okay. So what they're going to do is they're going to come here and they're going to say, okay, these are the prospects right here.
Okay.
Now, why would we add them as friends to our profile? Because anybody who's on Ray Higdon's page,
they're the qualified ones.
Exactly. Look, keynote speaker shares tips about changing your business, right? And changing your life forever. Anybody that will like this means they're interested in a business.
Right. Smart.
Right.
Yeah.
So what we've learned is that 99% of the people in my business are in a low ticket MLM.
Okay.
But they're not making no money.
Okay.
So one of our target markets is we go after people in low ticket MLMs.
Okay.
When you show a low ticket MLM person that's struggling to make $1,000 a month, how a brand new person's making 20 grand, they're going to listen.
Yep.
So basically what we teach everybody to do is to come here and to basically add all these people to their as friends. These are all leads.
Right.
Yeah, all leads. Now, I'm going to tell you a secret. I haven't really told many people this.
Okay.
The way we do this so quickly without getting banned on Facebook, without going to Facebook jail, we have a concept I created called the 30-30-30. So what I have all new people do is every day for the first 30 days, they're going to add 30 in the morning, 30 in the evening, and 30 at night.
Right.
Now, you can't do that from your computer.
Okay.
You have to do it from your cell phone.
Okay.
If you do it from your cell phone 30 at a time, you will not get banned by Facebook.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Confirm.
So my whole team does that, right? So now they can build 5,000 people who are network marketers who have bought into a business, who like Ray Higdon, and basically build them on their page. And now I then take them to step number 2, which is how to network with them on social media.
Right.
Okay. So imagine this. Imagine you have 100 people, 200, 300 people. They're building profiles of 5,000 people from Ray Higdon, from Eric Worre, from different network marketing companies. They're not selling them anything.
Right.
They're just adding them as friends.
Okay.
Okay. So that's step number 1. So now that's why nobody complains about having leads in my business, because guess what? If you do this properly, you've got, 500 to 1,000 people per week being added. Right. And then the next step, after they add these people, then every time they add a person, every time a person accepts their friend request, this little thing will pop up as a notification saying that like you have, you have new friends.
Hey,
right.
What is up? What's happening? Happy Wednesday.
Sorry.
Hey.
You basically have new people that have accepted your friend request.
Right.
Okay. So imagine if you do 30-30-30, that means 100 new people per day are seeing your friend request. And let's say probably about half of them, 50%, 60% will accept your friend request, because we show you how to optimize your page properly so that right when they go to your page, right? So let's say they go to your page,
What is up? What's happening?
right? Which is
Happy Wednesday.
sorry, which is we show them how to optimize their page, right? So
Okay.
optimize their page means that if I send somebody a friend request, the first thing they're going to look at is my profile picture and this image.
Okay.
They want to see if I'm legit, right? So if
Yeah.
they see my family, they see smiles, they see everything looks
Right.
like normal, right? And then I have a description here, like, God, family, freedom, and then they see me, posting like this. They see I'm a real
Right.
person, right?
Right.
They're going to scroll down a little bit to see some value, some things like this. And they're going to be like, okay,
Right.
this is like a person that I can be friends with.
Right.
Okay. Now this is happening all day. Leads are now accepting your friend request, and then
Wow.
they're coming into your inbox.
Okay.
And then when they come into your inbox, right? Let me see here. Like this guy sent me a Starbucks card, right? I don't know this guy. I
Okay.
invited him to the webinar. He was like, yo, I got a lot of value. Brandon, thank you. Here's a Starbucks card. But
Right.
basically what ends up happening is I teach them how to basically become friends with these people, right?
Right.
Not to sell them a magic, not to try to pitch them something,
Right.
but how you become friends,
Right. Not a hunter. Not a hunter.
not a hunter. Just your network equals your network, just like you
Network.
build offline.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Right. So then what happens is I teach them we don't sell anything in the DMs, and we don't sell any products on our page, because that's going to turn people off.
Right.
If you notice on my page, I talk about Enagic, but I never talk about demos, water, sell,
Right.
buy
Yeah.
this, do this. We don't do any of that on social media. Okay.
Yeah.
So now they've got these 5,000 people coming in,
Okay.
right? And then what they do is we teach them a concept called forum, where basically what they do is they reach out to them and they're going to find out about their family, occupation, recreation, motivation.
Yeah.
So let's say if I sent you a friend request, you accepted it. My first message to you would say, hey, Gary, thanks for sending me a friend request. How are you? You would say, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Right. And then I would say, okay, awesome. Well, listen, I sent you a friend request because I spend about 20 to 30 minutes a day just building my network, connecting with new people. And it looks like you got some interesting things going on. What are you doing in business right now? What are you doing in life right now?
Right.
Tell me a little bit about your family.
Right.
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 And then they'll say, yeah, I got 3 kids, blah, 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 blah. Or I might say, hey, I saw you have a son and he's into karate, or he's into architecture, or he's into whatever. Right.
Right.
And then you're like, yeah, he does this and third. Then I go into the occupation. Okay, so what is it that you do for a living, Gary? You say, yeah, I do this, I do that, I do this and that.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And like, what do you do for fun? Oh, I do fly fishing, I do this. So they're not selling anything. They're just making a friend.
Connection.
Right?
Yeah.
That's it, connection. And then lastly, they go to motivation. Okay, cool. So have you ever thought about working online? I mean, I saw you were connected with Ray Higdon. I saw you on one of his posts. I saw you doing things. Like, are you looking to start a business? Are you in a business? Like, what is it that you're doing? Like, yeah, I'm in like a low ticket MLM. I'm like, oh, okay, great. What's your income goal? Right. So we always go 2 things, time and goal.
Okay.
Income goal and what time frame are you looking to reach that goal in? So they're like, yeah, I want to make $10,000 a month within the next 3 months so I can quit my job, but I'm only making $2,000 a month right now, right?
Right.
And then they're like, okay, awesome. So then I'm like, all right, Gary, well, hey, listen, it was great talking to you. I'm actually getting ready to run. I got to take the kids to the park or do whatever I got to do. But before I go, Gary, let me ask you one question, because you seem extremely sharp and you seem super motivated. Do you keep your options open to making additional income streams if it doesn't affect what you're currently doing?
Okay.
And
Very likely answer is yes, right?
Yes, I mean, they're in network marketing. Like, who doesn't keep their options open? Right?
Yeah.
So then they're like, yeah, I do. What you got? And I say, you know what? I'm getting ready to head out right now, but I have a group called the Fearless Entrepreneurs. It has over 7,000 people in there. And I think it'd be great for you to network, connect, get some free training, and kind of learn about this crazy world of high ticket sales. Yeah. I'm going to add you into that group and tag you on a video to watch. And then I'm going to follow up with you tomorrow. And you can tell me what you like best about it.
Cool. That's perfect, man, bro.
That's it, bro. That's what everybody's doing.
Right.
Now, imagine this. Imagine if you have 500 people doing this.
Wow. Crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
Now they're being able to tag people in the video. Now the third step is the content, because a lot of times we can get people to reach out to us,
Okay.
right? And say, hey, Brandon, what are you doing? Like, how does this work? I saw your post, blah, 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 blah. So then we give them a content strategy, which is very, very easy, right?
Okay.
So the content strategy would just be, we teach everybody every single day, you want to post 3 stories minimum, 1 post, but just about yourself,
Okay.
not about business.
Okay.
Right. So that way people can get to know you, like you, and trust you. Because what happens is, as people start following your content, they feel like they know you.
Right.
They feel like they like you. They feel like you trust you. Now,
Right.
if I just met 10 new people through this friend request message,
Okay.
I force them. Let's say usually 4 to 6 people will say, yes, I'll join the group. Let me see
Okay.
what's going on. Then I start posting content. They start watching my content.
Right.
They start watching interviews. They start
Right.
watching success stories. They start watching all these things.
Right.
And then I go to their page for maybe 20 minutes a day.
Okay.
And so what I would do, what I teach them to do is I would go to Gary's page, right? And
Right.
let's say Gary goes live. I'm going to set my notifications, right?
Right.
And then I'm just going to come on here and I'm going to like, and I'm going to say, hey, what's the purple finger?
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Just to interact with the page.
Right. Right.
As I interact with the page, one, you're going to start seeing me more regularly because the algorithm's going
Right.
to show pages that you've interacted with.
You connect. Yeah.
Exactly. Then
Wow.
you're going to comment back and say, oh yeah, this pink finger or this purple finger from blah, blah, blah. And I'm saying, okay, awesome. Right. And so if I do that once or twice a day, now you start getting to know me. I
Right.
start getting to know you. I'm building a relationship with you.
Right. Right.
Right. And then from there, when I talk to you in the direct messenger, not, hey, buy Kangen water, da, 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 da. But it's like, hey, Gary, just checking in with you. I know last time we talked, you said you were in this low ticket business. You said your goals were to make $10,000 a month. You were at $2,000. How did last month go?
Okay.
And you're like, yo, I'm still stuck at 2,000.
Right.
You know what, bro? Let's book a phone call. I want to show you how Jessica, who used to work as a government worker, made 30,000 last month.
Wow.
I want to show you how Jen, who was a single mom, who recently was divorced, who now has a 7-figure business, I want to show you what she did.
Okay.
Right? So now I can book a call because I know them. We've been talking on social media. We've been interacting with the pages. We've been doing all these things. And now it's like you know me.
Right.
Right?
You're no more a stranger. You are no more a stranger.
I'm no longer a stranger through my content and my engagement.
Right. Right.
Now, I don't need to sit on social media all day and do this either. You can do this for 10, 20 minutes a day.
Okay.
Right? And then from there, you basically are able to keep just finding new people, building a relationship with them, tagging them on the video, booking calls, and closing deals.
Wow. Wow.
So that's how we do it online.
And what, this is phase 2?
This is phase 2, yeah.
Okay.
So then the last phase is phase 3. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm about to show you. I'm about to give you the goods, man.
Wow. Bro, you're giving me so much value today, man. It's my lucky day.
So here's phase 3.
Right.
Phase 3 is where you then niche down all the way down. Because imagine this, you've talked to so many different types of people, right?
Right.
And you figured out their occupations, their pain points, you know what they're going through.
Right.
Right. So like for me, I niche down to nurses.
Okay.
I have 25 nurses on my team right now.
Wow.
And I'm like, wait a minute. These nurses all have the same pain points. They all have the same stories. They all have the same everything.
Yeah.
So now what I'm doing is I set up a private group called Passive Income for Nurses Club.
Wow.
Okay. Now I take the same concept, but I got those 25 nurses on my team. And now I'm doing interviews with them about why they want to get out of nursing and how they're making money with high ticket sales.
Right.
Okay. So then I strategically set up this group. Now, then what I do is I go find nurses. All right. So I can come over here to, let's say a group like this. Okay.
Right.
This is all nurses.
Right.
8,000 entrepreneurial
Wow.
nurses. Yeah.
Wow.
So now what I'm doing is I'm optimizing the group. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is the same thing. I'm going to come over here and then I'm essentially going to go through these members. Okay.
Okay.
And all of these work at nurse, like all these nurses, I'm going to start adding them.
Okay.
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 Look at this, registered nurse at Meta Express Urgent Care, right? So,
Right.
so what I would do, which I already added her, right?
Right.
Now I would say, hey, Jennifer, I noticed that you were a nurse and I've helped over 20 different nurses make passive income. Would you like to see the case study?
Right.
She's gonna
Oh.
say, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'll say, okay, excellent. Let me add you to the nursing community,
Okay.
So
Which
you
is
can
that one
now-
that you showed me?
which is the one I showed you.
Yeah.
Then there's going to be interviews in there.
Right.
And they're going to be able to see interviews and stories, little trainings that I do and things like that. And then eventually I will launch a webinar where I will show these nurses how to make money with high ticket sales.
Oh.
And then guess
Yeah.
what? And then guess what? Every nurse knows nurses.
Yeah.
This is what I know from my team, because a lot of nurses on my team, they're getting sales really quickly because all they're doing is going back to the hospital and telling the other burnt out nurses, hey, I found this thing online. People are making 20 grand, blah, blah, blah. You don't have to put any money down. You should come watch this.
Oh my gosh.
And then they just duplicate it like that. And then I'll set up the launch parties with the nurses and say, hey, listen, get 5 of your nurse friends, 10 of your nurse friends, have them come to a Zoom call. I'll show them how the money is made, and then you'll get the sales.
Oh.
So that's step number 3.
It can be nurses, it can be pilots, engineers,
Everything.
doctors,
Anything.
pet lovers, gamers.
Everything.
Oh
Mhm.
my gosh, bro.
Yeah.
You just open up the Pandora box. My gosh. But
Yeah.
none of the other players are doing this, bro. Why?
Man, 99% of these people with the platforms, they're not marketers.
Okay.
They just all copy what everybody else is doing.
Okay.
They're not real marketers. Like they
Okay.
like I've seen the platforms, I see what's going on. No, they only know one thing, right?
Okay. But
And
they
they don't know-
turning some sales here and there, right?
Who them?
Yeah, them.
Supposedly. But this
Yeah.
is what I measure by.
Okay.
We got a glimpse into what everybody was doing when they put the top 200 contest together, where you could see what everybody was doing.
Okay.
All of these people that run these systems online and all this kind of stuff with the ads and all that, I know who they are.
Okay.
None of them were in that room
In that dinner?
in the dinner.
Okay.
None of them were there.
Wow.
So think about that. The top 200 people in sales were all in that room, and
Right.
none of them were there. The only people that were there were the system owners. Clint and Christy were there.
Yep.
They owned the system, but where was all their people?
Okay. So it didn't duplicate, right?
Where was all Balage's people?
Okay.
Where was
Yeah.
all Clint and Christy's people?
Yeah.
Where was all the Dream Team people?
Right. That's a
Right?
good point. That's a good point.
I'm just, and again, I'm not knocking nobody. But I'm just saying I'm analyzing business, and I'm saying, wait a minute. I understand what's being promoted. I had 7 people qualify for that dinner from my team that
Wow.
have been in business less than a year.
Wow.
7.
Wow. Yeah, I saw
Right.
Jen was there. Jessica was there.
Jen, Jessica, myself, Derek, Tara, Destiny, and Stephanie. We all qualified for that dinner.
Wow.
Right now, again, I'm not saying anything, but I'm just saying you have to look at those things.
Yeah.
Right.
The results.
Now the people that are being promoted in like the communities, like the poster childs, making all these sales with Instagram, they weren't there. I know who these people are. They weren't there.
They weren't there. Yeah.
They were not there. So the question then becomes is what's really going on out here?
Right.
So yeah, like
Right.
yeah. So anyways, but I stay in my own business. I don't,
Okay.
whatever they're doing, whatever. But I'm just saying I have to analyze the business to see what's actually working. And when I don't see duplication, to me,
One
that's
minute, 1 minute, bro. 1 minute. There's some food there. Just take it from the quality also got. Yeah. Sorry, bro. My
no,
son
no worries.
wanted
Yeah,
some
no,
food
yeah.
there.
So I was just saying that, listen, I think that ads can work and all that. It's just a very slow route.
Right.
What I just showed you, anybody can do.
Right.
And that's why we have so many people every single day signing up. All from the internet, no demos, no presentation,
Right.
nothing like
Yeah.
that. People coming in and just brand new people, signing up, quads, trifectas,
Right.
just every single day, people coming in, right?
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So,
Yeah.
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 No, so I was gonna say, so we can get back to what you were saying. So what I was suggesting
Yeah.
is, we could technically set up a system like this for Asia, right? Where it's
Okay.
like
Okay.
people, we teach the principles of all this.
Okay.
And then, yeah, we just kind of map it all out. And then that way, when people come in, they have a duplicatable system that doesn't require them to be online all day, doesn't require them to go offline.
Right.
And it's the psychology.
Yes.
That's what it is. Everybody has access to the same Facebook.
Right.
But it's how do you use that? It's like the little things, like build your network, like go to these pages, like have your team focus on this, things like that, like I call it managing assets, right? So everybody that's a 6A and above on my team, they're assets to me. So I'm talking to them and I'm asking them, okay, so how many launch calls have you done?
Right.
How many people are building their 5K network? Where are they at? Right. And so we have KPIs to measure our growth by.
Okay.
So we could package all that up and then it could be a system to where they sign up, they come in, they learn how to do a launch. They learn how to do a 5K. They learn how to close deals themselves, right? Very strategic.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Okay. So how do we move forward, bro? What should be our next step,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think our next step would be just figuring out, so.
Okay. Okay. How about this, bro?
Mhm.
This you are now on a Saturday, right? I'm Sunday. So
Right.
we'll be having a interview my Tuesday and your Monday, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. After the interview, maybe we can schedule another Zoom call, either Wednesday or Thursday, depending on your availability.
Mhm.
Let me get 2 and 3 of my key partners that are very focused into the online business. Let's sit down together and let's have a Zoom call together and we see what are the possibilities of us working together. How about that?
Yeah, we can do that. We can do
Yeah.
that. Because my initial thoughts were,
Yeah.
if
Because
you
I want you to have a piece of the cake here in Asia. That's my whole goal. We can't finish this whole cake. It's too big, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I think that so, and would you want to charge for the platform? Like, do you want to open this up to all of Asia?
Yes. I mean, there are money. I mean, let's be frank. There's also money to be made in the platform, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the thing is that we could start it out with the system that I created for
Right.
like all these things that I'm showing you, those concepts.
Okay.
And then we could charge $99 a month
Okay.
to get that training.
Okay.
And work something out to where I can come on and teach, like answer questions and go through the fundamentals, right? Just like school, right?
Yeah.
They would have a curriculum,
Yes.
and then they would be able to come in and say, okay, how, can you look at my profile? Like,
Right.
Can you look at my conversations on the internet to see if they're making sense, right?
Right.
All these different things.
Right.
I would basically be able to answer those things, and then you can answer those things, whatever. And
Right.
then, yeah, we would charge basically $99 a month.
Hmm.
And then people could then come in and basically use this platform because it would train their whole team how to do this online,
Right.
right? Without running ads,
Okay.
without spending money on advertising. And then from there, you know, you can always add additional revenue streams on there, right?
Okay.
So we could in the future maybe do a course on Instagram ads for people who want to learn Instagram ads. That could be a whole nother course, right?
Okay.
But I think that to me, I think this is the fastest way to build.
Right.
And I think that this is one of my guys calling me right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so think about that. But yeah, we could talk about it with your guys.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then what we could do is put something to, because like how many people would you say would be, and I know you probably don't know this off the top of your head, but like how many people would you say would be interested in learning how to do something like this?
By the thousands, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are a lot because everybody is seeing what's happening in the Western countries.
Mhm.
And nobody here has an idea of how to do it. But of course, some people have some ideas, but it doesn't work. You know, we copied certain system.
Yeah.
So that the other thing, it will lead me to a question to you also is that price fixed or can we cater? Are we flexible with that price? Because you and I know, right? Asia is like $1, US is like 4 Asian pricing, you know.
Yeah.
So are we flexible on pricing if we were small, you know?
Yeah. So for me, it's all about just making it make sense. Like I'm not a greedy person
Okay.
and I'm very flexible.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, we can definitely make it make sense. You know, yeah. So we can talk about pricing too, because the thing is, you don't want to price things too low.
Right.
You don't want to price things too high. Because what I found is that people don't value things that they don't pay for.
Right. That's true.
That's
That's
one
true.
thing. Now,
Yeah.
the other thing, if we want to, we could set up, and again, we could talk through all this with your team, but we could set it up to where they can earn a percentage of the
Right.
commission.
Right.
So that way,
The
let's say
referral
if they,
fee.
exactly. So that way, if they invite 2 people,
Yep.
their membership is free.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So things like that. That's normally when I do affiliate programs.
Right.
That's how I pitch it to people is I say, hey,
Okay.
listen, you invite 2 people, you basically make it for free. So then what happens is on the front end, the way I would design the system is so that even if you're not in Kangen, like you're not in a Enagic,
Right.
you could still buy into the system for $99 a month and get an education on how to build a business online.
Right.
And then still make a commission for inviting people
From
into-
referral. Yes.
which then become leads for the upline, leads for the platform, leads for everybody.
Right. Right.
And then the incentive would be that, you know, you could make an extra $2,000 to $5,000 a month just referring people, getting
Right.
a high level education about psychology, sales, marketing, how to use social media, Facebook, really for anything, right?
Right.
And as people start to funnel in through that system, then they'll start booking calls with people to convert them into a Enagic. And whether that be a K8 or Ukon, whatever you guys want to sell.
Right.
Yeah. So it'd be like a front end thing to get people in, to get exposure to the actual business.
Right.
And then from there, a percentage of those people will turn into a Enagic. And then
Well, what's the psychology behind charging monthly opposed to some people now doing it one time off?
so what I found is that typically the people that charge one time
Yep.
are very hands off and detached from their team.
Okay.
Right. Like and in our team, we have 8 calls a month.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm not doing 8 calls a month for free.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Exactly.
It's just way too much, right?
Right.
But the benefit is I can then bring up leaders to run some of the calls and people still get the attention that they need.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it doesn't really that's
Okay.
kind of the thing. Now also too, people typically don't have an issue with that either if they're making, let's say they're making $25 per sell, like per
Okay.
new they bring in.
Okay.
Next thing you know, now they brought in 10 people. Now they're making,
Yeah. And then it's not an issue anymore, right?
not an issue anymore.
Right. Yeah, that's I'm not sure. I don't hear of them the one-time payment thing. I don't hear them having a referral bonus. That's
No, well,
I
some of
think
them
there's
do.
a referral there.
Some of them do. Some of them do, but then some of them take it away because
Okay.
they don't have the infrastructure. It gets too big.
Right.
They don't have the infrastructure to deal with it, right?
Right.
Another thing some of them do is they give people their own, like they allow them to like have their own site and then charge their own people.
Yeah. That's a liberated one. Yeah.
Yeah. So then that way they don't have to deal with
Yeah.
any of that kind of stuff. But that's because I've ran systems like this with thousands of people in there.
Okay.
So I know how to make everything run smooth.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, that could be an extra 100, 200,000 a month just from that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then it's leads coming in like crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I hear you loud and clear, bro. Let's schedule another meeting. Seriously, I want to get you to Asia. I'm not sure if you're open to it, but I'm very sure. I mean, like you guys are doing a lot of this stuff in like Canada and US, and there are a lot of people doing it. But right here in Asia, it is like selling shoes to African people in Africa. You know, I'm talking about that. You know, like the market is really virgin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, like I said, I've talked to a lot of the people, Eli, Dante,
Okay.
I've talked to all these people and they're just not getting it, right? Like they're not, they think it works a certain way, but then they actually don't, they've never seen any results from any of these people, right?
No, because number one, they're not hungry, bro. They're not hungry. They're already there. I mean, and Eli and Dante, I mean, how many more years they have, right? I'm not saying anything, but you and I, we still got a lot more to go, right? Yeah. So they're not hungry, and sometimes, you know, older people, very difficult to change here.
Yeah, definitely. So so we can do that.
Yeah.
And we can make it totally compliant.
Okay.
With the NADA, because it's not going to be all this extra, all this other stuff. And yeah, man, we can really do this.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay, bro. So I'm gonna let you go. Let's quickly work out a date right now. And see if you're okay. Okay, let's say our interview is on 16. How's your schedule like on your 15 at around, let's say, same time? Like what's your time now, bro?
It is 7:43.
7:43. How about like 8 p.m. on 16? Your on the 15. Hey, no. Sorry, I forgot. 16 is my. Hey, you are in school, at 9 p.m. No, on the 15. He's 15.
Yeah, but you said 8 p.m.
16 in the morning, my time. You are in school, don't worry. How about on your 15, 8 p.m.? Are you available?
I think that should be good.
On the 15, which is Tuesday, 8 p.m.
Yeah, that'll work out.
I'm
leaving to go to, we have another house somewhere.
Okay.
So I'm leaving on Wednesday, but then once I get there, then I'll be able to do whatever. But yeah, Tuesday will be good.
Tuesday, 8 p.m. Okay.
Yeah, Tuesday at 8 p.m.
Okay. I'll get my guys to create the link and send it to you.
Okay.
And let's have a more deeper discussion how we can make this work in Asia.
Yeah, and I'll map everything out.
Right.
Just clearly so that you can see like, okay, this is how it works. This. Like I'll put a diagram together so you guys can understand everything.
Awesome, bro. Thank you. You are such a blessing to me, the team. You know, there are so many more things that we can. I mean, okay. Last question. Yeah. the funnel that you have,
Mhm.
you don't need to sell Enagic, right?
Which funnel?
I mean, like the whole system that you have. Let's just say, touch wood. If for whatever reason Enagic gone for
Yeah.
some reason,
Yeah.
but this whole thing you can actually use it to sell any other thing under the sun, right?
Mhm.
The system is already there, right?
Well, that's where we came from.
Yeah.
Like we built this teaching network marketers how to do this. So I
Right.
was out of the game, right? I was just a coach teaching network marketers how to build things like this.
Right.
That's when the guy brought me to Dante and was like, hey, look at this guy's system.
Right.
You guys should do this online.
Right.
And then I saw the business and I was like, wait a minute. I want to get in the business because I can take these same strategies and make it work.
Right.
So yeah, this can work for any business.
Right.
Yeah.
But ideally it's Enagic because it's high ticket sales and the commission payout is like crazy, right? What do you think?
I mean, yeah, that's why I'm doing it.
Okay.
But I mean, really, you got to think about there's over 100 million network marketers.
Right.
99% of them don't know how to build online.
Right.
They understand Instagram, Facebook, but they don't understand the psychology
Right.
of taking a complete stranger from skepticism to belief.
Right.
That's the actual funnel. The funnel is not software.
Okay.
The funnel is the process that you think about that takes a person from not knowing you
Okay.
through a series of communications to trusting you enough to join a business.
Right.
It's a funnel.
Yes.
Now, however you put that in place is how you do it.
Right. Right.
But the goal of a marketer is to condense time frames.
Right.
So I want to be able to meet Gary, and the same day I want to be able to put Gary in front of Enagic. I
Right.
don't want Gary to have to watch a 30-minute video, go
Right.
by, go do this, go do this, go do that, da, da, da. And here's the other part I didn't even tell you about. So let's say we put this system together
Right.
and we charge $99 on the front end. And they
Okay.
get, let's say, I don't know, $25 or whatever, we work out the commissions.
Okay.
The way they're going to get people is we're going to have a sales video
Okay.
group where all they do is tag people on this little 20-30-minute video.
Okay.
They watch that video, they pay their $99. Now they're in the system, which is walking them through a series of videos that introduce them to Enagic, that basically does all of that.
Right.
Yeah. So then they could lead with, hey, do you want to start a business online? Join this course, $99 a month, get coaching, get mentorship,
Right.
learn about high ticket sales,
Right.
things like that. And then once they get the confidence, they're like, yo, I want to join Enagic. I want to utilize these skills for something.
Right.
So that's actually what we would be developing on the front end is an incubator to get people comfortable with high ticket sales, to get them comfortable with getting leads, closing. And then
Right.
from there, a percentage of them are going to say, yeah, I want to join the business.
Wow. Yeah. We really need to hear and to do more of this, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, because a lot of people here, like what you say, they don't understand the concept of funnel. They just thought that it is you need the certain algorithm of
Software. Yeah.
software, and you need to throw a lot of ads, Another team actually comes and tell us that, if their downline is not making good results, you ask them how much ads are you throwing. If you are only throwing so small, that's the reason why you are not getting, also like you say, it's not duplicatable, right? People are not making money and then you expect them to throw a lot of money out, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's no money. Like people like to hear no money, like they don't need to spend money on this. And I have so many case studies of people who were not even in the industry, EMTs, nurses, doctors, lawyers, like all types of different people. They come in and they just follow the system,
Right.
and they start making sales like
Oh,
all
amazing.
day. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, bro. So let's talk again. I'll meet you in the interview on your 14th, and then let's talk again on the 15th.
Sounds good.
Good, bro. Thank you very
All right,
much.
man.
You have been such a great blessing. Let's rock the world, man.
Sounds good. Thank you for your time.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.